Matters Kenya-Germany relations. Let's talk agriculture. Farmers and players along the horticultural value chain have a reason to smile after the release of a good agricultural practice guide for avocado, beans and peas imports by the National Horticulture Task Force. The guidelines outline the procedures to be adopted to ensure compliance with both market, sanitary and phytosanitary requirements within levels required locally and internationally. This comes at a time the sector is facing major challenges inhibiting healthy competition in the international market, especially for avocado.
The subsector has registered tremendous growth driven by increased demand for high quality and safe produce for local and export markets, earning the country 146 billion shillings from horticultural exports, with flowers contributing 103 billion, vegetables at 23 billion and fruits 20 billion last year. However, challenges such as diseases, presence of harmful organisms and maximum residue limits for pesticides, lack of quality planting materials and adoption of good hygiene practices is affecting the lucrative market.
The last 4-5 years, we have seen a decline in our export of beans and peas. And therefore, we think that this guide provides a good way in which if all operators can be able to utilize, we can start pushing those numbers up, and with the confidence that we create in the market, then the value of those products in the market will start going up.
Export of fresh produce is dependent on a number of factors. The demand from the market, how we will diversify our markets as Kenya, and the level of production and the efficiency of production, and the cost of doing business. We are asking government to help the horticulture sector, like they have done for other sectors, coffee, tea, sisal, to support the horticulture sector farmers because they are the least supported.
According to the guidelines, every value chain is different, hence different controls. The risk depends not only on the product but also the local conditions of production, transportation and packaging, qualifications of operators along the value chain.
I would wish to encourage farmers or anybody else who is a player in this industry not to be really scared of standards. Some of the standards are just as simple as washing your hands to ensure that you don't contaminate the food with the microorganisms that are not required.
You cannot build the capacities of the farmers in a single day or in a 1 week's workshop. Capacity and skill development should be a continuous, it should be a long-term intervention.
The good practice guides have been developed by the private sector with support of COLID and the European Union and will be subjected to a review from time to time to make it compliant with changes in the market as they emerge. For KTN News, I'm Paul Tiongo.